95% of the ocean has never been seen by human eyes. Not explored, not filmed, not even touched. The part we have seen? It already has creatures so big they make our biggest land animals look like toys. A jellyfish with arms longer than a school bus. A worm-like thing longer than 2 blue whales laid end to end. A shark that was already old when the Titanic sank. These are not myths. These are real animals living right now, somewhere beneath the water you swim in. Here are 9 of the most jaw-dropping sea giants ever caught on camera. Number 1. The lion's mane jellyfish. Most people think jellyfish are small, soft, floaty things. Then there is the lion's mane jellyfish. Its bell, the round top part, can grow wider than a tall man. Its tentacles can stretch over 120 feet long. That is longer than a blue whale. It lives in cold northern waters and just drifts through the ocean like a giant floating trap. Anything that touches those tentacles gets stung and pulled in. Divers have swum near one and felt the burn from tentacles they could not even see. One was found washed up on a Massachusetts beach in 1870 with tentacles measuring 120 feet. It is still one of the longest animals ever recorded. Number 2. The giant isopod. Imagine a pill bug, the ones you find under rocks in your garden. Now make it the size of a football. That is a giant isopod. These things live on the ocean floor, sometimes over a mile deep, where it is freezing cold and pitch black. They can grow over 2.5 feet long and weigh about 4 pounds. They are not picky eaters either. They will eat dead whales, fish, or squid that sink to the bottom. They have been known to go over a year without eating and be totally fine. Scientists once kept one in an aquarium, and it refused food for 5 years. It just sat there, alive, waiting. The ocean floor is its whole world, and it has been living there for millions of years. Number 3. The giant oarfish. In 2013, a teacher snorkeling off the coast of California found something lying on the sea floor. It was 18 feet long, silver, with a red fin running all the way down its back. An oarfish. They can grow over 30 feet long, making them the longest bony fish on Earth. Because they live so deep, they are almost never seen alive. Most people only find them when they wash up dead on beaches. For hundreds of years, sailors who spotted these long, ribbon-like creatures swimming near the surface thought they were sea serpents. They were not wrong to be scared. These things look like something from a nightmare. Number 4. The Portuguese man-o'-war. Here is something tricky. The Portuguese man-o'-war looks like a jellyfish. It is not. It is actually a group of tiny creatures called zooids, all living together as one animal, just like the siphonophore mentioned at the start. The blue-purple bubble on top, that floats on the surface like a little sail. Below it hang tentacles that can reach 165 feet long. These tentacles are covered in venom strong enough to kill fish and cause serious pain to humans. It cannot swim on its own. The wind moves it, so it just goes wherever the breeze takes it, fishing the whole ocean without even trying. Swimmers have been stung by tentacles from man-o'-wars they never even saw. Number 5. The giant manta ray. The giant oceanic manta ray has a wingspan of up to 23 feet. That is wider than most living rooms. They weigh up to 3,000 pounds but move through the water so smoothly and quietly that they almost look like they are flying. They eat tiny plankton just like whale sharks, which means something this massive survives on food you cannot even see with your naked eye. Divers who have swum near them describe the experience as one of the most peaceful things in the ocean. Manta rays have the biggest brain of any fish. They can recognize themselves in a mirror, something most animals cannot do. There is something going on behind those eyes. Number 6. The sleeper shark, Pacific. The Pacific sleeper shark does not get as much attention as the great white, but it probably should. It grows over 14 feet long and lives in very deep, very cold water all across the Pacific. Like its relative, the Greenland shark, It moves slowly and eats almost anything it can find, including giant squid, octopus, and even marine mammals. It was filmed by deep-sea cameras moving through the dark water with almost no effort, as if it owns every inch of that ocean. Scientists do not fully know how long it lives, but based on what they know about similar sharks, it could be well over 100 years old. Number 7. The giant spider crab. The Japanese spider crab is impossible to leave out. When it stretches its legs out, it can span over 12 feet from claw to claw, that is wider than most cars. It lives deep off the coast of Japan, walking slowly along the ocean floor, eating dead animals and small sea life. Its legs are so long and thin that it looks less like a crab and more like a giant spider made of armor. It can live for decades and molts its shell as it grows, which leaves it soft and totally exposed to predators for a short time. For an animal that big, those few hours must feel very long. Number 8. The frilled shark. The frilled shark looks like a living fossil because it basically is one. It has barely changed in 80 million years. It grows up to 6 feet long with a long eel-like body, 300 teeth arranged in 25 rows, and frill-like gills on its neck that give it its name. It lives in very deep water and is almost never seen alive. When one was caught on camera off Japan in 2007, it was described as looking like a sea serpent. It moves like an eel, not a shark. Scientists think it coils its body and lunges forward to catch prey, much like a snake. It is old in ways that are hard to explain. Number 9. The giant grouper. The Goliath grouper deserves a second mention because of one specific video. A fisherman off Florida caught a large fish on his line, a good-sized catch. Before he could pull it in, a Goliath grouper came up from below and swallowed the entire fish whole, in one bite. Just gone. These fish sit still near reefs, barely moving, then strike so fast you barely see it happen. Over 800 pounds of fish that barely move until something swims too close, then it is over in a second. The ocean is not empty space between continents. It is a living world full of giants. We are only just starting to film and understand. Every year, new creatures are found. Some are bigger than anything we expected, some are stranger than anything we imagined. The ocean has been around for 3.5 billion years. We have been seriously exploring it for maybe 70 years. We are still just getting started. Which one of these creatures surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe. We post new ones every week.